ladies. Well, today I am just gonna give you a little haul and what I'm gonna do with it, because it is really a small one. We was in the big city today, and I got 2 scarves and 1 belt, one big belt here. It is very heavy. I'm sorry about the light, but it's really dark outside and it's dark inside, and you won't get any better than this one. I hope it's okay. I have an angle on the camera, so I can't really see the colors if they are good enough or not. So I really want to say I'm sorry, because this one I can't do this over, because I'm gonna take it apart and show you what I'm gonna do with it. First of all, I thought this trim was very nice. I can cut each little one individually, and I can cut all the flowers individually. I can cut like this one, or I can cut it like here and have it just a flower trim, or just a flower and the dangle. And there's a lot of opportunities, and I don't know how much there's here, 1.5 meter or something like that, I guess. So there's quite a lot. I paid 50 cents, I think, for this one. So yeah, I'm just and it's only on one side of the scarf. I can see here on the tag there's saying 100 pure silk, so I can't melt the fabric, but I can use it on bags or something like that. And I will show you what I'm gonna do. I can see the difference between the thread that has been sewing with, because that is cotton or a matte colored thread, and the trim is nylon. It's not silk, so I can burn the edges. So right now I have a trim that is like this. The end, I don't like the end very much. I like to make it pretty when I am storing it for the things I need to use it for. So I will cut this off, and I'm gonna take my lighter, and I'm just gonna loosely do this. So I melt the edges, and it smells like ironing old burnt stuff. I need to do this not in part 1, 2, 3, but I'm gonna connect the videos I'm gonna make in different times, because right now I'm taking it apart, but I need to wash these before I use them, because I don't know if they're from a smoking home or what they are. So I don't want it to smell badly when I'm gonna use it, because when I'm finished with the project, I'm not sure if it's possible to wash it afterwards. As you can see, I burnt some of it because it's cotton and not nylon. You just have to be fast. So now I have a long piece of trim that I can cut up if I like. I have one beautiful silk fabric project. I'm not sure yet what to do with it, but I have some ideas. So I'm gonna show you later in this video. I have to cut it together, yeah. And then these small pieces, I'm gonna save these, because maybe I'm gonna use them anyway. I'm just gonna melt the edges here so they don't fray more than they already have done. So that's the scarf ready to work with, washing and work with. Then this scarf is a nylon, and it's a pretty baby pink nylon. I'm not gonna take this one off yet, but I will tell you when it's washed. I will try to make tassels with these ones. I'm gonna take, I don't know if there's gonna be, I think we're gonna take 6, 8, 10 of these ones. It's gonna be a nice one for a tassel. Sorry. I'm gonna like cut the I'm gonna show you when I have washed it. I'm not sure how this is gonna work out when I'm washing it, but I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope for the best, and maybe this one is gonna be shorter, or I'm gonna hand wash it. I'm not sure yet. It could be hand washed. The belt here. As you can see here, there's a lot of centerpieces, and here there's a stone missing, but I think it's the only one where there's a stone missing. It is. And let's hope for the best right now. I only have jewelry cutters like this one. So it's like this. Cross our fingers and hope for the best, right? I'm not sure. I don't know if I should do this on camera. Maybe it's gonna go so wrong. It's not big enough. It's not big enough. I need to use my husband's. But the idea is that I am gonna not get hurt here. Come on, please. Normally, yeah, like this one. Normally, when it's belt and jewelry, it's not that it's not that hard to get it out. But let's try another one. Maybe I can. Yes, I could with my fingers. Okay. Be careful. So I'm gonna do this with all of them, but as you can see, you can see it on this one, there's like this tab on the back. I'm not sure if I can move that. I think I need my husband's cutter instead. I'm gonna use my husband's cutter instead. I do have some other tools, but this one is a little bit too hard and too big. But I can actually take them out by hand almost, yeah. So as you can see, there's a lot of beautiful centerpieces, and they look antique and stuff, but it's actually just from a belt. So I'm gonna use some of this one and this one for a project. I just wanted to show you. I am looking at a lot of paper crafting videos right now, and I'm so looking forward to next year. I hope that I can like start making fabric, paper crafting. I hope I can. But I just want to let you know, show you this magazine. This is like a gold and a peachy pink or a powder pink, and the other side is this one, and it's actually for a center, for a shopping mall. So I hope I can use some of the images too. So this is like a commercial for what to buy for your home and stuff. So yeah, of course it gets inspiration to you, but also this paper, I'm sure I can use it on backgrounds on cards or on tags or something like that. So I'm gonna use this for something, and I'm gonna show you all of this yeah, in the next clip.
Hi ladies.
Yes, I think it is here. Well, now I have hand washed this, and I have dried it, and I have dismantled this belt using my husband tools, and well, that was why like flying everything.
Isn't that nice of a centerpiece?
And this and this one.
These are the big ones.
And the smaller ones, that is, I think there's two different ones.
These ones.
Oh, so yeah. And as you can see, I got a lot of them, and I will use them on this project. I also took, this is where this piece is going through, and we cut it. I got my husband to do it because he's stronger than me, but we kind of cut it so it's just a what would you call that? Just a piece that I could put on a tag or something like that. This one, I'm not sure what to use it for right now, but I think it's very decorative, and maybe some bling here and here, something here, I'm not sure, but it's very heavy, so I'm not sure what to use it for, but I'm saving it. So this is like the metal piece. I was thinking of using them on tags or something like that, but here it has had these ones where the holes are is very sharp, and I have poked myself a couple of times and it really hurts, so I'm not gonna use it. I am gonna throw this part away, plus this is the backing, these small pieces. I don't know if you can see it. I can see the screen a little bit more this time. So, yeah. And then there was these ones, that's where this one was attached. So this is thrown away. And now to this part. I need to iron this, which I can do off camera. I would like to, I have gone and thought of what to use it for, and I'm thinking I will do a little, what do you call that, a pouch, I think, something, a little bag with a, where you can put, where you can close it by taking a strip of something in each end, and then you close it like that, like a pouch, I think. I'm not sure. Really doesn't matter. So now I am gonna iron this, and like this from a shirt, and I was thinking of lining the bag with this piece. I have really rough hands right now. I don't know why. I think it's because it's getting colder. So, but how big can it be? If I take this piece, and I'm just gonna be careful not to cut underneath. And then we take the other way. I think this color, I love this color. It's not a purple and it's not a plum, it's not a gray, but it's something in between. So I'm thinking of making something in the size. I will try to, it doesn't really matter that you can see the iron thingy. And I know this one has some staining, and I'm gonna take a piece of this material on top of the material that I'm gonna use, mostly because then I'm sure that there will be no stains. You could see the light was changing, so now I know I am sure it's done already. So I have turned it down so it shouldn't be this. Yeah. Actually, you don't have to see me ironing, but this is like just a trick. I wanted to show you that I'm using this one. I will iron it off camera and I will come back. I have ironed it. I haven't really done a lot because I want texture in it. I like it that it looks curled. So that's okay by me. And because I'm always doing this with fabric, I have no idea. Maybe because I like the texture when I touch it like that. I will just look at how it is made, like where the in fabric you can see where the threads are going which way, and that is because I am thinking of using this as some kind of handle. So I will just cut it here, and it's about 1.5 centimeters, I think, 2 maybe. I have no idea. I have nothing to measure with. I never measure. It's around a thumb, okay, in thickness, and hopefully this works. This didn't work. Maybe because it's try again, and hopefully yes. It was just because it was too far out. So when I whip it, I get the same measurement all the way, because when it's cotton and when it's natural fibers in the fabric, it will break one way and keep the strings of the lines the other way. So yeah. So if somebody have cut it like this one, they have like cut the fabric too far out, and that wasn't my idea. That just wouldn't work. So now I have like this, but this one is actually a straight line now. I will try again. So sorry. I hadn't seen that it wasn't the same line all the way. So we do it again, and I just measure thumb's thickness. And we do this. This was better. So, as you can see here, this is one end and this is the other end. And you get something very, very, very shabby and very... the worst part about silk is a natural fiber, and it's from... I don't know if you know it, but it's butterflies. The thing they are sleeping in before they are breaking out and being butterflies. The fibers from that case is this, and it's like it's sticking on everything, and I really have rough hands right now, and as you can see, I can't get rid of it. So Okay, so now I have one strip. I just need to control something because I need the fabric to be the same size as this fabric in height, and there's enough. So I will do 2 strips more, and I will show you why in just a moment. Almost the same. Don't measure it, never. Yeah, of course, if you want it pretty, but if you want it shabby and just random and stuff, please don't measure too much, because the straight lines is very difficult to make crooked so it looks natural. I'm sorry, I hope you're laughing with me here. And one more. So now you can see I have this piece, and I'm not gonna throw it away, because do you remember I have the paper from the magazine, so that is also going into this project. So I take the end off the 3 strips, and I'm gonna do offline or off camera. I'm just gonna take them in the same length and do this, and I'm just gonna make a, and then I have 3 of these. I am gonna do this offline because off camera again, because I can put this somewhere where I can like piece it on, and it will like not move. I have no idea. Maybe I can do this. As you can see here, you can actually not see the shabbiness of this one because I'm really doing it. You can actually see nothing. But as you can see, I'm just, I don't remember what it's called in English, flitted, braiding, I think. But you can actually not see the shabbiness of this material. So I am thinking doing something else, and I'm not really sure what right now. I would love to take some yarn that I crochet with or something like that, put in between so it gets a little bit more shabby. But you can, just to show you, you can just do it like this and it's still a shabby thing, but I really wish some maybe eyelash trim, so it gets this the fibers out. I'm not sure if I can do it more loose, but if I do that, maybe when it's a handle, maybe it will get stuck in something, because I'm not gonna sew it on. If you had a, let's say, some kind of linen material that you just have done like this, you can do a loose braid. I think it's a braid, I'm not sure, but you take these three trims here, and you just like try to take them out a little bit so you can see the fibers that we have made by like just whipping it, you know. So gets a little bit more. If we say this was linen in this in a firm thickness, then you lay this one on top, and you just either sew on your machine a normal stitch or a zigzag. You can also just glue it on, so you get something that's more stable. Yeah, I will do this off camera because that is gonna be too long. I will show you something else in the process, because now I am like looking at this. I'm gonna take the camera a little bit more down. It really doesn't work this evening. here we go. So, I have this material that was going, I haven't taken out my sewing machine yet. I am cutting everything before I'm sewing, because that is how I work. I like, because I don't have more space than this right now. So, right this moment I have this space. And I can't take the machine out and so far. Yeah. But I would like this one to be my inside, and I like this one to be my outside fabric, because I really like it. I think it's very, very rough. Yeah. And so I need to find, and I want to use the lines of the thread in the material. So I am gonna look at this, and because if I did like here, it would be easier, just do this, and then that would be okay. But I really wish maybe, and why I'm not just putting it on the top here is because I would like a big piece of trim, because if I do that I can make a flower that is like so, which I will show you later if it works. Only if it works. Yeah. But so I was, instead of this one, I was wondering using maybe this, and this is like a I don't know if you can see, it's like fibers, and it has glue on one side, so if I iron it onto something it will stick, but as it is right now it's just soft and glittery. Can you see that, the shiny part? All the small dots is glue, and I have no idea what this material is called in English. So I'm not sure when you mention it if it's this kind of material we are talking about. So, yeah, I was thinking of using this, but when you, I don't know, you can of course not see it because I have the other material inside. Well, okay, I will go off camera, do this one, and think about the next step, and then I will come back. Hi ladies, I don't know what happened. Apparently this this part of the video didn't videotape, so I just wanted to show you. I have braided this one with some eyelet trim and some silver yarn and this piece here. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. So, and it's around 60 centimeters. That is around 1 yard is 90 centimeters, so that is two-thirds of a yard, I think you'll call it. Yeah. So, and in this one of the ends, I had this one. Too much, so I cut it, and I would have been, would have liked to, just cut it straight, but I did take them apart and cut them individually, mostly because it won't do this random one if it's not different lengths. So enough about this one. The leftovers we're going to use on another project in this video. So, and then I started cutting this. I placed it in half. I don't know if you can see this, and this one here. And as I told you, I would like a strip of material on top here, I needed to make the piece of this, of this fabric larger than the inside lining, so that's why I have put around not a thumb, but the fingers all the way around. This tutorial is gonna be, oh my god. Okay, so I have a square, not a square, this is a whatever piece, and this is a piece, and I have two of these. I have one long one, and I just wanted to show you a couple of flowers, so I actually made a bold rose. I will show you how I'm making it, and I'm gonna do it like so. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. So, just loosely turning it and turning it. Okay, I'm in the hallway, so my daughter is just going to the toilet. So, I am like doing so, and it will end up like a rolled rose, and I actually showed you how, which I didn't videotape, but it's okay. So I put some thread through. So this is like, okay, one moment. Sorry, children. Yeah, okay. So you can make a rolled rose like that. You can do like, if you stitch it, I will just take a needle with this one, just to show you what you can do, like so. And try randomly go to one side and to the other, but stay a little bit in the middle, and it will make some creases that makes the flower more exciting. And then if I cut it here, I could like close it together, and it will be this kind of shabby flower. You could do that. You could also just, if you wanted to, glue it like this, cut a lot of strips in it and put it together here, and you will have like a daisy flower, I think. Yes, you could also just do this and do a up and down stitch like this. Take a big piece. If it's the rest of it, it will be very nice. So as you can see, I go in and have a rosette as just like so. It could also just end up like a strip of material I could use in the lining, and that would be shabby. I am thinking of, I like to do these fluffy flowers, so I like do it like here. Oh, there's so many tutorials on flowers, but every time you like move the fabric down, it's a little bit difficult to work with, and it's easier with a bigger piece, but it makes these creases, and that's also nice. There's a lot of opportunities with these. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna do something, and maybe a couple more roses, just, I'm not sure. These pieces, what am I gonna do with these? I don't know. I could like cut squares of these and make them into, you know, when you I'm sticking again. Okay. Okay, I will show you with this one. I'm like stuck on these fibers, and like Roxy Car 11, is that true? I'm not sure about the number, but she always used all the fibers, so if you have a lot of these, quill them together and use them in other things. And I won't touch it anymore. But you know, when you make a flower like these ones where you do the petals, it's actually nice, even though this one is very light. But when you do it with these ones where it's a rough edge, you will get something very light and very with a lot of texture. And then I could do a couple of flowers with this one and have them either underneath or on top, and you will see the result. It's gonna be fantastic. Could also just have like one of these flowers in the middle and make that as a center point. And then we have like this one. Here you go. So can you see? Like so. You can't because my finger's too big. Okay, but you get the idea. And we will make some different kinds. So now I am going off camera again. I'm gonna put my girl to sleep, and I am gonna sew these bags together, and I will come back and show you the next step. So thank you. Okay ladies, this time I know I started the video. Well, okay. I did, you can see it's not a perfect stitching. This project is just to show you how my mind is working, how I will just take something and do something with it. Normally the things only is stayed in my mind, and then a couple of years after I'm taking the parts out, and then I'm somewhere else in my creative mind, and so I'm using the things in another way. So actually what I wanted to show you was that this time I'm going through it. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna do what I always wanted to do when I saw it, and what the idea was. Yes, I'm gonna cut this one down, and don't throw anything out yet. We will kind of use everything, hopefully. Let's see. I have some ideas just to show you how much you can get out of the things that we are using. I use embroidery thread. My hands are still okay. I need to remember next time. I use embroidery thread. This is a pink one. It's because it's very strong. It's embroidery thread to machines, not for when you do the embroidery in hand. Yes. So this one has like 2 or 3 millimeters. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not measuring, I'm not doing it straight lines or anything. This one I'm actually gonna keep as the big one here. I'm gonna cut this off because this is the end of the scarf, so it's gonna take too much space, but I'm still gonna, as you can see, this is all my offcuts right now, and it's gonna be something, hopefully. I have an idea, but I'm not sure about it. I put my finger all the way through, take the piece here I have sewn to the one side, and then I normally is lucky enough to make a pretty nice corner. And the same thing here. I'm just taking it down to one side here, and I'm pushing it all the way, so I don't have to do it with a pointy thingy. Yeah. So I'm not gonna iron this. This is like so light and everything. I was actually thinking of making the sewing line this way, but then I've made the closure the wrong way. I should have like sewn it one way and then moved it, and then it doesn't matter on this project. I'm sure Jeanette would do a perfect tutorial on something like this, but I can't. I'm sorry. I'm just like working with this as I go along, so there is no, you know, there is no I'm not sure how this will end or where I'm going. So it's okay. Right now I'm really not sure where I'm going, because just looking here. So the inside bag is actually only to here. Okay. It's only to this part here. So you can see I have all of this. I am not sure right now. What I'm sure of is that I really like to use some of this lace, and right now it's in a tripod here. I want to decorate with this lace. This from the scarf, something like this. I know a lot of you is into dangles underneath. I'm not. I like straight lines on the edge. Sometimes I have some dangles, but it depends on who is receiving it. I'm not that good at these dangles, and not on purses. If it's purses that I'm gonna wear, I'm not gonna like the dangles, because it will stuck on everything. And first of all, I have like a backpack of real leather, and it has only one room, and sometimes I forget to close it, and every time I'm bending down, everything is like falling out. It's like I'm not organized enough. So yeah, but I need to do something up here where I can put some string, or yes, I have to, because I was thinking making the bag like this and have this hanger here and have this one here all the way around, of course. Decorate with some of the parts from the belt here. What are we gonna do? We have all this leftovers. I also still have this scarf. It could be nice to take a part of this. Now I can't see the back anymore. Okay, so if I took a piece of this one here, I have these long dangles down here, and I take this one on top of this. That could be something, and then I could like use this one as the lining. But what am I gonna put in this one? See, now my mind has to work. And it's getting late, and I'm not sure right now what to do. I want to be finished with this bag today and do the project with the papers tomorrow. So I will just have a thinking break on a half an hour and come back when I have a new idea, because these parts is not big enough. It's because I really want something to cover this one, or I should like cut this piece. I could do that. Okay. We want some dangles, so we're gonna get some dangles, and it's around here. Right now I'm not cutting in any of the dangles, and I'm not sure how much I need for bending here. See, and this is not enough, but it doesn't matter that. I think I made a mistake right now. You know. I also like to show you my mistakes because I'm still just working with this. Because if I do this and the opening is like so, then this part will, like when you close it together, it probably won't do right. So I need to start over here and have it like so, and I cut it here. If this one will be a little bit closer, does that matter? I don't think so. Okay, I'm staying with what I've done, and let's look at this. It's not that the scarf isn't a big piece, it is, and I could have cut more. I'm not gonna cut these yet because I think I'm gonna open these nuts, that's like the inside of a hazelnut or something. It's not that kind of, I don't know what these is called. I think they are called nuts. Maybe I'm not pronouncing it right. So, trying not to like hopefully this is it. Yes, it was. Yes. So now I have separated these two, and I'm gonna use this one, but how much am I gonna use? I like to have like so. I think so. This is gonna be up here. Well, it doesn't matter. I think I will cut all the way. I can always do so. Remember, this piece has cost me 10 kroner, that is £1. So these two scarves is £1, £1 English pound. The belt was a little bit more expensive. That was £3 3 English pounds. So in total I have spent £4. Yes. So it's not that expensive. So do I make mistakes? That's okay, you know. Oh yeah, that was what I forgot. I am gonna cut this here like a thumb thickness. So I have it like a strip here. That one can go here all the way around. I'm just gonna bend the edges on this one, all melted or something like that, I think. I'm not sure yet. Maybe this one was the other end. Here over here I have all the sewing lines, so of course I'm gonna like put this one here where it places together. So this is my not so nice side, and I'm sure somebody can do this better than me, but I'm not a seamstress, and I'm trying to like think the project in steps when I'm working on them. So that is why sometimes when I'm going to sleep, I can't sleep because I have like these projects. I have the either like this one where I have the materials and don't know how to put them together, or I have a finished project in mind, but I don't know how to get to the result. So I'm like taking it apart inside my head, and I'm like this time where I'm thinking I need this underneath the trim, so that is why I need to cut it like so, but I also like to push it over, and how am I gonna do that, and so oh, I got too much to eat this evening. I'm feeling a little bit sick in my stomach, I think. I don't have more of the good needles. Yeah, one more here. I like to use these kind of pins because I can put them inside when on my sewing machine, especially when it's these kind of materials where they're working a lot. But when it's linen, it's so heavy that it doesn't move as much as this one. You really have to keep everything together. A way to like where you don't need to have these kind of needles is if you take a running stitch all the way around before, so you can take it out. You would have done that ages ago, but now in this lifetime where we actually working very fast and doing a lot of different things, you don't do that anymore. But in olden days you would like make a stitching all the way around now and take all the needles out and then put it through the machine, and you will take out the first stitching that you did by hand, because then you're sure that everything is laying flat and it doesn't move. We actually don't do that anymore. I don't think that anyone still does it. You can see over here there's a double layer of it. It doesn't matter for me. It is okay. But actually already you have something very shabby. I didn't know that. But it works. And grey and pink is an excellent color to each other. And you can see like so. You can still see this kind of trim underneath, or the knotting. I hope it's called the knotting. I'm sorry. And then we have these ones on the side and everything. And you still don't know what I'm gonna do on the top, but I am gonna do something. I'm not sure how I can do it, but I will. So now I actually have, if I put this double, I have like so. And what is this gonna do? This is gonna be too small. I'm gonna think off camera again and put it together. Okay, I have been thinking. So I cut this piece off like so. So I have this one. But then when I cut it, I found out that if I lay it like this and I take this one, and then it's too small still to have two openings. So I'm gonna start doing a running stitch here and a running stitch here. If I had the iron, I would have ironed it, because it's a kind of a organza like something very flimsy and stuff, and it would make great lines. And then afterwards I'm gonna just think that this is like so. This is like a little bit different. Yeah, just imagine that it's already like so. And then I will do here, so I have an opening like this, and I will put it in the middle here. So when I put something in here, that's gonna be closed, making this one to close like this. So I have a back like so. Oh, you will see it in a moment. And then the handle all the way around. I hope it works. Let's see. Of course it will. Everything works when I do it. I don't know why. Thank you, Teeny, for having the faith in me of making everything on the floor. I don't do that all the time. I do sometimes. But right now I am actually in this place. I have the pillow here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. This is where I change the diaper on my little boy. So I don't have very much space right now. And it's okay. I'm not sure if I'm just gonna do a zigzag stitch, so it's gonna be shabby, or if I want a straight line. I really want a straight line on this one because I think it would be very nice. Let's see what I come up with and how easy this fabric is to work with. I think maybe this material would have been nice to put on it, so it gets a little bit easier to work with. Maybe I'm gonna do that. I'm going off the camera again, and then I am gonna sew this together, and I will show you how I attach this piece to this one, to the back, and then how I'm gonna sew it, and we're almost there. The first kind of part to make the basic just. So yeah, back in a moment. Hi ladies, maybe. Well, now I ironed this on and I stitched these ends. I haven't done a running stitch back and forth, and there's a kind of that because it's not gonna be a yeah, I'm gonna place it there. These ones that's too small, still put them there and see what we come up with. So I haven't done a running stitch back and forth because I am lazy, to say it like that. This one is not cut very perfectly, but it really doesn't matter in my world. So I'm just gonna press it down. And now my boy is crying. I'm coming back. Okay, I am back again. As you can see, you always say I do a lot, but I'm like doing it. Meanwhile, I'm doing a lot of other things, and it can be frustrating sometimes because you don't really get to finish anything, and you feel like it doesn't really work, and oh my god, and everything. But that is life, you know. So that's okay. How am I gonna do this? I should do like so I know that this is the same height, and maybe I would like it to be, I want this straight line to be my baseline. How I will call it a baseline, I'm not sure. So this is my straight line, and I will try, without measuring tape and everything, I will try to make something straight. I don't know if I could do that, but let's try. Let's show. I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna close it together to see. See, that was pretty nice, pretty even. So I'm gonna bend it the other way around. Just straighten this and measure again, and now it's offline, of course. I love this pink. This is a real true baby pink. It's like the pink that Jackie oh, you know, your president in United States, the one that got shot. See, that name you shouldn't forget. JF Kennedy, yeah, so Jackie Kennedy. She was wearing a Chanel clothing, and this is the pink. This is that pink, and I love that pink. These strips I'm not gonna use. Maybe if I can take them off this iron thing, yeah, maybe this one will be used, but not the thing that is ironing. That's not very exciting. So I will try. Now I know where my ends are because of the corners. I want a center of that, so I'm taking the two sides and put them together, and I know my needle is actually in the middle here already. I'm gonna place it like so, and I hope for the best here. I'm not sure this is gonna be a success. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a failure, but I will do what I can here. So I'm gonna line it like this, because when I sew it here, when I bend it, it will automatically bend the soft fabric downwards, and this one here, and I can always put a line here, but I am gonna put this one on. If I can find an end, I can't, so I'm just gonna do so I am gonna cover it like this, and maybe I will stitch this one on by hand, and automatically I will like go through all of them. This edge I could have zigzagged it, but when it's ironed on it doesn't fray as much, and this is only for personal use, so it's not important for me. But if I should do it correctly and by the book and everything, I would put a straight line here, I would put a zigzag here to make sure it doesn't run anywhere. Not that fabric runs, but it does a little bit. It frays and stuff. No. And I'm making sure I'm using all the needles, because I don't want to forget any needles inside this project. Sometimes I do, and I'm so sorry if you receive anything where there's still needles in it. It's not that I'm lazy, it's just that I'm unfocused, not focusing enough. See, now this lining is smaller than the fabric, so I need to think out another plan. So I will do like this one, and somehow I need the inside, the back of it, to ruffle a little bit. And where am I gonna do that? I have no idea. I could do so it look a little bit more just overlap. I think we will do this one. We will do an overlap here, right here, and this is like taking too many needles out. I'm just gonna put a needle here and try to catch all of my fabrics, all my layers. So, even though many of my projects look simple, there's a lot of work in them, and you probably know that already. So I would love it to have a, I don't know, waffle. Where should we put the waffle? On the sides, maybe. Here, I'm gonna make 2, and I will show you how I do it. I'm just measuring by eyesight, so it's not gonna be a perfect one. I have done a lot of sewing and stuff, so these needles are not very good. I bought some very cheap ones, and it's like on the needle itself, it's like it has this coating. You can see it's like I don't know if you can see it. This one is very shiny and this one is matte. It's like it has some kind of coating where it has, I think they were standing like flower pins or something like that. So it has, of course, this so it doesn't rust when it's in some kind of water or something like that. So I bought the one ones because my English is so bad. So yeah. Okay, I end up doing this one in the side, but only in one, so I'm not sure I'm satisfied with that. I'm not. I'm actually not. I want it straight, equal, or the same ruffle in each side. I don't know how to explain that, but I will show you. I have a needle in my mouth. You shouldn't do that and talk at the same time. You could end up like eating the needle. Don't do that. So, one of these, please. So now we are almost on the other side, and we want the ruffle the same way. So I'm gonna make it here, even though it's not all the way over there. So I'm gonna do this one here. Okay, I don't know if you can. Oh, that was the washing machine underneath the table. Okay, I'm gonna shut it off in a moment. Sorry. Good night and goodbye. Yep. Okay. I don't know. You can see this part. I have like bent the material, so because this one was bigger than this one, and I did the same over here. You can't see it as much. Just gonna remove this one, so I also can see what you can. I don't think you can see it here. Okay, doesn't worry. It doesn't matter. I will sew this now on, and let's see what's come out of it. Yes, I will do that off camera, and you will get some. I will plug you in. Give you some. I don't know. The battery is low. Okay, and then I will sew this one and I will come back to you. So yes. Okay, now this far. Now another yeah, learning wire. I did sew it by one single stitch. I should zigzag it. I haven't put the machine away yet. I think I will do that. I don't need the needles right now. You can see some of them I left on, mostly because I was like stitching in here, so I couldn't get them because some of them was with the creases and everything, and yeah. So enough explaining of how sorry I am. This way it looks very nice, the stitching. When, oh here, sorry, you can see the stitching is very nice on these parts, but when I turn it around I have apparently made a mistake when I did this one. It is luckily to my own use, maybe for a purse for my baby girl, my little girl. She's not a baby anymore, kinda. So that's okay, we won't see it anyway. Now to this one, and I am not sure. No, I won't sew this one on before I have zigzagged the others, because you can see already it's fraying a little bit, so I will sew it. But I need to like figure out now what am I gonna. I'm definitely gonna cut this, and I need like this much and this much, and this is too much, and we love that, and we take another extra just to make sure. I will fray the edges again, but I will cut it like so. I will keep this one on. I'm not sure, right? Maybe because what if I was gonna cut the next piece like that, and it would be nice to have a long piece of like this. This piece I could also have like used in this. It could have been nice to put inside this. Can you see that? Because it's shiny and the other one is matte. So these two, if I put them together, it could have made some fun elements. And it's just to think of the ideas. Yeah. So this one to the side. The other side. Just to give you an idea. I don't know if I should like put it here, all the way up here, because then you can see like this part is like cool. It's really nice and I really like it. If I put this piece down here, it was like covered too much, I think. So if I like decorate it here all the way around and just make the dangle with the other dangles, I think that will work. Like so. Don't you think so? I think it will. So I will loosely I will just melt the edges on these ones. I will zigzag this, and then I will stitch this one on, and then I will work out what I'm gonna do, because it's totally okay to like put a centerpiece in these ones, because there's so long between these ones. So when you like put something in here to close it, it will like bend, but it's okay. This one can't be sewn on. These has to be glued on. If it was a long piece that you need to glue on, you can like bend it like so, and yeah, okay. I will do the zigzag, stitching this one on, and let's see what else. I will come back and probably put my girl to sleep also. See, yeah, good. Thank you. Hi ladies, this is gonna be the last video for the day. I have now hand stitched this one on, and tomorrow I will see how much of the thread, the pink thread. I took some of the offcut of the thread from the machine and used that to stitch on to this one, so I save as much as I can and use all my bits and pieces. So I took a long one, I have a long one here too, and used that. My needle is right here and I need to remember where it is. So I was like, when I didn't go all the way through because I wanted the hoop here, so I have the space to like put a some kind of string, and I have to sleep on that because it's around 10:30 in the evening at night, and my children is up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I need to get some sleep if I have to break all of this. And as you know, when you get children, you always saying sleep is the most important thing, because or else you don't develop and stuff. And my mind do not develop ideas if I don't get any sleep, and even though we all love to like wake, but because the ideas is flowing, but like when you need something to eat and stuff, it really helps to get a break sometimes, and you can see everything clearly. I am very tired. Enough about that. So I hand stitch all the way around, and I was careful not to like get all the way through. I also hand stitched the long pieces here in the first one, so I stitch this trim that we made, or that I made, together with this one, so there's a little bit of control over the dangles. Now I need to like get a piece of thread. I don't know if the word thread is that with a F or a T, like a thread. I'm not sure how to spell it. I always do double wire. I'm not sure. But I'm really tired right now. Okay, just to make it quick here, I have my nuts. Okay. I am looking for the line of where I've sewn the line here. So I'm placing it flat, and then I'm taking this one, and it's very important. This one is the flat side, and this one is the bulky side, I think you call it. And I'm gonna place that on the outside. I am gonna stitch this by hand, only the notch, I think. So this one is loose, and it's loose over here, but I will sew this very heavily by hand, and I will be careful not to sew into this piece up here. I will do it on both sides, and tomorrow you will see how I have figured out to make maybe something similar. I don't have enough of this one, long enough. I have some, but I'm not sure if I can make a string. It will be something in between of these two, and I will do the leftovers and see what I can come up with, so to make something to this one, so I have something to pull. But that is it for this day, and tomorrow tomorrow evening I will continue making some flowers and the tassels and some tags, I think, with the paper. So let's see how far. It's probably gonna take a couple of days to make this project finished. So yeah, thank you so far, and see you tomorrow.